My life is based on the word of God. If it's not God, if God is not involved, I am not interested. Hi, my name is Yoyo Michael. I am from Delta State, Nigeria, and I am on Voice Gospel. Zion, oh Zion, my full name is Yoyo, so I took Yoyo from it. Yoyo means God's love, so yeah, Yoyo means love. So if you're calling me Yoyo, you're calling me love, yeah. And Michael, that's my dad's name.
No one can tell your story like you.
Growing up in Delta State was quite really very beautiful. Growing up was a very beautiful experience. I would say I enjoyed my childhood. And yes, I grew up around music. My parents are singers too, even though they are men of God, man and woman of God though. My dad is a bishop, my mom is a bishop. And as a child of a president and founder of a church, yes, you should understand that the first thing that I will do first is to be an artist, is to be a singer in the church. Let's just say a singer in the church. So yes, I started singing from the church. The kind of music artists that I actually listened to when I was younger, they are the likes of Ron Canelli. I love the Potter. I think I was still very young when I started listening to the Potter's House Choir. I love I think there was a series of integrity music I used to listen to then. I can't remember Panapasi Paul, and my teenage years, Kefi Branama. Yes, I love Kefi Branama. She was like my inspiration. Like a lot of artists that I listen to, Kurt Franklin, Mary. Yes, yeah, lots of them. Yes, CC Winans. Yeah, the Queen. Yes, a lot of them that I listen to. Yeah.
Name that is greater than every other name, the name of Jesus.
I started out as just a choir singer, and then I really started developing interest for doing gospel music. But I started 2006. I can't remember how old I was, but I know I was like in my late teens, like maybe 18, 19. Yes. What inspired me into music? I don't know. I just feel like maybe because I grew up around music. I think so. But it's a calling. I would just say it's a calling. My music is just Afro. I call it Afro fusion. Although I can do almost all genres of music. I'm that good, but I chose this part because this part speaks to me more, and I'm more comfortable with it in passing the message that God has given to me. The main purpose of gospel music is to share the good news of Jesus to the world. The good news consists of love, the love of Christ for us, His death and His resurrection, everything about Christ.
My life is not the same. All I take all the praise.
The gospel music in my country. Yes, how's the gospel music in my country? Beautiful. In fact, Nigeria is blessed. We have all kinds of Afro. In fact, I wish we can have our own genre of music, like different genre of music under Afro gospel music. Like it's a lot. It's beautiful. And should I say problems? I don't want to say problems or issues or whatever, or challenges. I want to say they are just questions that need to be answered. I don't know, but I just feel what we need is for us to come together as artists and not be competitive towards each other. Yeah, and then the church too needs to do more, especially for those of us who are into the Afro gospel scene. The church needs to be more receptive. I think that's the path we are in right now. Yeah, every other person really buys this Afro gospel music, but the church has not really gotten into it like that. They are still, So we know with time they will come around and they will accept us just like they accept every other gospel minister.
The road is so narrow. Jesus walk with me, full of many arrows. Oh Lord, cover me.
The others I will give to every young upcoming artist is be you, be original, stay on your calling, stay in your calling. If God says this is the way you should sing, don't try to change it because you see that the other person is getting more fame, money and all that through their own kind of calling. There are people that God has sent you to. Stay on that calling, and I will always say stay in the place of prayers because that is where God released his thoughts to you and what you should relate to his people. Yes.
Decidere come, decidere come.